Yeah, thanks. Yeah, luckily I feel healthy again. It was only a small setback, I would say, with a really bad timing. I got sick the night before nationals on the team hotel, and yeah, on Sunday I could barely eat, but luckily I had a stomach flu, and on Monday I started to feel better and could eat again, and since Tuesday I'm back on the bike, so it was solved quickly, luckily.
Will it affect your prestation?
I hope not, of course. Yeah, I still feel slightly less than last week, but yeah, I think for sure I'm recovered from the illness, and hopefully once we're racing, it will not affect me.
Yeah. For Simon, and Filippo Ricci from Gazzetta dello Sport. How does it feel to win a Giro Italia and then coming in out Jonas, the first one, and the second one? What about your brother in another team? Just how do you talk to him?
No, I mean, yeah, it was a quick turnaround actually. Not that many days to really celebrate, but yeah, to be honest, I knew that was the plan already from the start of the year, so it was not a surprise for me. And yeah, and then I already joined the guys quite quickly in training camp in Tignes, so yeah, I've been working hard to be here in good shape. And yeah, for my brother, I mean, it's not a new thing now, but I'm sure we'll have some fun.
Yeah.
But is it still a bit new that it's those teams that you guys are in now? I mean, before it was maybe not that much of a big issue that it was so competitive teams that you guys were in. I mean, you are close, so can you talk to each other about everything now, or how have you actually talked about it between each other?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we're very close. We get on very well. But actually, I think it's a very boring answer for you. I'm sorry, but once the racing starts, we're very professional, and we're just doing our jobs. So yeah, that's all it is really.
Yes. Yeah.
Well, you said yesterday on Dutch TV you will go for stage wins, but are you going to get some support from the team, or are you going to do it on your own? Because there is Jonas also protecting the GC.
It will be very difficult to do it just on my own, but obviously the main goal of the team is to go for the GC with Jonas. But I think it will go hand in hand, because the stages that should suit me are also really important stages for Jonas to be in the front. So I think we will profit both to have a super strong team to keep us in position and to race the finals.
Also, the people in the back. Are there questions? Yeah.
Well, if you have a good first week, potentially on the stage, is a green jersey go with it?
The green jersey is not really on my mind. I think it will be hard to take enough points on the flat bunch sprints, and also with the GC ambitions we have as a team. I think it will be nice to have some days where there's a bit less pressure on, and going for green is a work of every day. And to be honest, I really enjoyed winning the green jersey a few years ago, but I enjoyed more all the stage wins I had already in Tour de France, and that's what I want to focus on.
In the back? Anyone? No? Yeah? Yeah?
Well, the flat bunch sprints and the time trial are the still main objectives on this, or the stages where you say
It depends, but yeah, in general, I would say my chances are bigger in the punchy stages.
Yeah? Here?
Simon, no one's won the Giro and Tour since 1998, which suggests that obviously it's difficult to do both. I mean, how different is your sort of body now to what it was at the start of the Giro, and also could you be a second car at the GC?
Yeah, like I said before, I mean, it was a quick turnaround. Actually, I was already back on the bike quite quickly, so the recovery went well, and the condition seems quite good. But yeah, I mean, I don't think I'm gonna, purposely lose time until unless something happens, because you never know. I think, and yeah, maybe keep the option open. But I'm also under no illusion that Jonas is the man. So yeah, we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Simon, bore da and congratulations on your Giro win. The Welsh language coverage will be heavily focused on Geraint's final tour this year. I think he was still in school when he first rode this race in 2007. Could you sum up his contribution to Welsh cycling, British cycling over the last 20 years?
Yeah, I mean, he's obviously been a huge inspiration for a lot of British cyclists, and yeah, not even just on the road, but I think also on the track. I mean, I started racing on the track first, and he was already established on there, and winning Olympic medals and everything. So yeah, I hope he will enjoy his last tour and also enjoy his retirement. I mean, he's been in the game for a long time, like he said, so I'm sure he'll enjoy it.
And as someone you know personally, describe him as a
I mean, yeah, actually, I don't know him really that personally. I've only raced with him a couple of times with the national team. But when I've raced with him, always been a great guy. I'm always offered up his experience when I was a younger rider, and like I say, yeah, I really do hope he enjoys his retirement because he's earned it.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, for Simon, after your win in the Giro, was it easier after such a big win to restart and prepare the tour, or just because it was a big win, it was a bit more difficult to recollect the energies mentally? I would say.
Yes and no. I mean, like I said before, it was always the plan to come here and do the tour as well. So in that regard, it was physically, I think it was probably easier than mentally. Of course, you can do everything perfectly in training on the physical side, but to sort of switch that mentality was it was not easy. But like I said, I knew that before I even started the Giro. So it's been okay.
Yeah.
Simon, in the few days you had, how did you celebrate your Giro victory?
Say that again, sir.
In the few days you had, how did you celebrate your Giro victory?
Yeah, not that much actually. No, I wish. Yeah, I will save that for later in the year. But no, just some relaxing days with the family, and then, like I said, already I was on the way to a training camp. So it was a quick turnaround.
Yeah.
For Simon, Simon, is there any difficulties with riding for a captain like Jonas when you have not started a race together as teammates yet?
Good question, actually. I mean, it's also you are right. I've never really done that role, to be honest. I mean, I'm not let's say afraid to do that role. I think I can do a really good job. But it will be something new for me. So we'll see how that goes. Earlier in the year, I was supposed to race with him in Catalonia, but I think after his setback there in Paris, it didn't come true. So yeah, that's how it goes. We'll make it work.
Yeah.
But what are your impressions of Jonas? You just told on the altitude camp together. So what are your impressions, and what kind of guy is he to work for, you think?
Yeah, I mean, so far it's been quite good. I mean, like I said, I've only really been with him on certain training camps. Really in senior, and only at the start of the year in December or January I was with him. So actually not that much, but really easy person to work with. Relaxed, but very professional, and just does all the details as you would expect from somebody of such a high level. And to race with him, I'm actually quite looking forward to it. To race with such a big champion like that, it's always an honour, really.
Yeah.
The noise in the team, I suppose, is on other riders, so Jonas, Simon, Matteo. Does that help you on your goals and focusing for the tour? Does that give you a bit more freedom to just do what you want to do?
I don't completely understand. What was the first part of
the focus, the noise.
The focus. I don't know. Okay.
Attention.
Well, doesn't really matter. From inside the team, I feel there is a nice balance in between the goals we have, and I also feel supported in the goals we chase with me in this Tour de France. So and also, yeah, I'm not afraid of pressure because it's always there, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
Question for Wout. Do you think there will be a kind of classics perfume on the first week with the hectic stage and narrow roads? Is there kind of similarities?
Yeah, I'm quite sure it will feel like a classic some days, because I have to say the course is really interesting. There's a lot of stages with tricky finals where attacks will happen for sure, and of course the mountains will decide in the end. But I think the first week is already really crucial, and will be nice for a guy like me to have a course like that.
Yeah, Stijn?
I can ask in Dutch.
Yeah, it's good. One.
Wat, hoe ga jij in deze Tour? Zie je dat echt als twee verschillende rondes van Frankrijk, het eerste deel en dan het tweede deel? Ook wat jouw functie, jouw rol betreft?
Ja, het is misschien meer dan de laatste jaren wel opgesplitst het parcours. Waarbij het wel lang duurt voor echt in het hooggeberg te komen. Dus dat is wel anders dan waarbij dat we recent toch veel vaker een lastige bergrit al in het begin hadden. Anderzijds is de mindset hetzelfde. De laatste jaren starten we eigenlijk altijd met hetzelfde doel in de Tour en dat is nu niet anders.
Ja. Welke opportuniteiten zie je voor jezelf in de eerste 10 dagen? Welke kansen liggen er? Je gaat niet deelnemen aan de vlakke massasprints, dat is uitgemaakt.
Ja, ik denk mijn kansen zijn het grootst in de lastigere ritten, zoals rit 2 en 4 bijvoorbeeld. Er zijn er heel veel in de eerste week, dus dat zijn de ritten waar ik me meer op focus. En later zal het misschien een keer uit de vlucht kunnen.
Yeah. Question for Wout. Last year you were on a high level in Vuelta when you already had the Tour in the legs. This year you've ridden the Giro. Are you confident that you can reach even higher level now in this Tour with the second Grand Tour?
That would be nice. It was also a little bit what I was thinking after the Vuelta last year, that it went pretty good to do 2 Grand Tours. So for sure it was also a question from my side to the team to do both Grand Tours this year. But yeah, you never know. It's not science always. A lot is science nowadays, but you cannot predict everything.
Yeah.
Well, you've got some good memories in the north of France with your yellow jersey and so on the Ventoux. What does it represent, this place for you in your eyes?
Which one? Here?
The north of the France and also the Ventoux.
Oh, yeah. Of course, you're mentioning two of my most memorable wins, I would say. Calais was pretty special with winning in the yellow jersey, and also the Ventoux is something that really sticks. So it's pretty fun that we visit both areas in this Tour de France, and for sure it will cross my mind when we pass there.
Yeah.
Well, we remember what you did for Simon in the Giro, helping him to the victory. But with the team you have for this tour, with a lot of drivers, what is going to be your role in the mountains? Maybe less important, or pacing for the first calls, or how do you see it?
We'll just take it how it comes. Never really planning that, and for sure it's a lot more climbing power in the team than I have myself. So for sure I will not be the last guy to work, but it will be interesting if they still let me in the break or not.
Yes.
What do you feel it's different to have already a Giro in the legs? It's different to your feeling and your form?
At this point it's hard to say. I feel well rested after the last week, especially with a few extra rest days due to the illness. So I feel the same, but it will be easier to answer this after the tour. Yeah.
No. Yeah.
Grischa, what did you make of UAE's tactics on stage 20 of
I think it's not about me to criticize other teams' tactics. I think we had a very good idea and tactics that day, and that helped Simon win the Giro. And our opponents maybe didn't have the optimal tactics, but I think this race was won by this guy here, putting out incredible power on the Col de Finestre. That's made him win the race, and yeah, tactics also of course always play a part, and everybody does their own ones, and I think we had very good ones.
Could that have an impact on the GS too, kind of mentally?
Yeah, we hope so, but I think it's not going to happen in the Tour.
Yeah.
Also regarding maybe in that area, do you think this year's Tour de France is gonna be one mano a mano, or do you think it's actually the teams that's gonna win the Tour de France this year?
Yeah, I think what Jonas said before, also Wout mentioned now, you're not winning the Tour without the team. But then on the other hand, I think a lot of times the Tour de France is won by the strongest rider overall. So of course we will do everything that we will have as a team have an impact on the outcome of the Tour. And I think we did have that in the past a lot of times. And that's our big goal. That's what we are going for. And yeah, there are a lot of moments that you are nothing without your team, but there are also a lot of moments on the final climb. You have to do your best possible efforts for 30 minutes, for 40 minutes, and in the end the team can't help a lot anymore.
The last two questions. Yeah?
Question for Wout. We have the new Montmartre circuit now in Paris. Do you consider it an unnecessary risk or a golden opportunity to take a big win?
That's a good question. I didn't like the change too much. I like the format of having this final race on the Champs-Élysées, and yeah, people maybe called it a parade, but I can tell you it was 1 hour flat out to hold the wheels and then a massive sprint. So I think it was historical to do it like that, and doesn't really needed a change. On the other hand, how the course is designed now, it maybe suits me better. But yeah, I just hope we will race safe, and I hope bad luck will not change the classement anymore. That will be, yeah, pity in my opinion.
Last one, yeah.
Simon, is it your goal to try to stay in GC the first 11 days, or is it more about surviving for you?
I mean, I'm not going to lose time on purpose, but like I said before, I'm not the priority here. We're here for Jonas. He's obviously proven himself before, so I'm under no illusion about that. But yeah, it's going to be tricky, to be honest. It's not really the type of racing that I enjoy in this part of the world. So yeah, I'll try and survive and see what I can do. But yeah, who knows?
Thank you very much, all, for coming.
Thank you.